to the first artificial intelligence startup battle never ever seen before, for the first time here in Valencia, Spain. My name is María Jesús Alonso, and this is my colleague, Paul Peterson. We come from PreSeries team, and we are very excited to host today this unprecedented battle, as I said, never seen before.
Well, that's true, and in fact, the demonstration we'll do towards the end of the presentation might seem kind of magical. So to make sure that everyone understands there's no fluff going on here, we'll spend a little bit of time at the start describing the technology that makes this possible, which is called PreSeries. And then to make sure that we're grounded in reality, we'll invite the 5 very real artificial intelligence startups to give a short presentation about their company. And then we'll put them each into the hot seat, and we'll have PreSeries itself ask them questions about their company and use their answers to select a winner. Now, of course, as any great competition, once we've selected a winner, there will be fabulous prizes. All right? But don't worry, this won't be like a as seen on TV coffee maker or blender or something. We've got something much better in mind.
Indeed, in order to understand PreSeries, it might help you know what's behind, right? So the first 2 parties in this what made PreSeries possible, it's Telefonica Open Future. Open Future is an open ecosystem that since 2014 promotes and invests in people, ideas, and viable technology-based projects in any phase of growth, openly and in connection with public and private organizations. As you can see in the slide, Telefonica Open Future has a portfolio of over 850 startups that has accelerated in 17 countries in Latam, Europe, and Asia. Telefonica Open Future has invested in over 600 companies through its initiatives like crowdworking spaces, wide incubator as well, and the investment funds Amerigo and Telefonica Ventures. Wayra, the Telefonica Startup Accelerator, has an international network of incubators in Europe and in Latin America with a total of 11 spaces in 10 different countries.
Well, it wouldn't be much of a partnership with only one company, so I'm sure you anticipate there'd be another company involved. And the second party that made PreSeries possible is a company called BigML. So BigML was founded in 2011 and was an early pioneer in the very concept of machine learning as a service, making highly automated, data-driven decisions possible. BigML currently has 15 patent applications and over 25,000 customers in 120 different countries. Now, the company started in a little town that I'd forgive you for not knowing that it existed, called Corvallis, Oregon, in the United States. But thanks to the internet, since day one, BigML has always been an international company. In fact, just last year, BigML opened their European headquarters right here in Valencia, Spain. Even more so, their recently launched ambassador program, which encourages the use of BigML at universities, already has 100 ambassadors at top universities around the world in 20 different countries, in North America, Europe, and even Africa. You can see there's users even in Kenya down there. So very widely adopted. And this brings reality to BigML's motto of machine learning made beautifully simple for everyone.
As beautiful as it sounds, that's what PreSeries is. PreSeries is a joint venture between Telefonica Open Future and BigML, these 2 parties that we have discussed. And what can make PreSeries? Well, for the first time in history, an algorithm will decide which artificial intelligence startup will become successful in its very early stage. The idea is to blend Telefonica Open Future's investment experience with BigML's machine learning expertise to build the world's first artificial and automated early stage investing platform. And like that, we will disrupt the Silicon Valley venture capital scene as we currently know it. PreSeries is a new way for investors to identify new potential investments, also to track the performance of their portfolios, and in addition to check the potential impact of certain decisions like, for instance, new hirings. And it's not vaporware. In fact, you can right now, if you like, request access to the beta at PreSeries.com. We invite you all to do that.
All right, so why? If you're a contrary person, we probably already had you just at Let's Disrupt Silicon Valley, right? But just in case, let's talk about the motivation. And the great thing about doing this is that if you're not contrary, you're probably agreeable, in which case you agree this is a great idea. So let's do it. So come with me on a mental journey and imagine that you manage an investment fund and you're charged with picking the companies that you're going to invest your fund's money in. Now, beyond the initial excitement of realizing that you're sitting on top of millions, no, let's say billions of dollars, you're going to be vexed with three really large problems. The first is, I'm sorry to report, this is going to be very tedious. Okay, you're going to spend a lot of time poring over quarterly reports, assuming they even exist. These are small companies after all. And whatever company data you can find, which isn't even always going to be the same, right? Different companies are going to expose different data. And so right out of the gate, you're going to have this huge headache just trying to put together the information you need in a cohesive way so that you can compare these companies and make an intelligent decision. But even if you can, and I should say, of course, the classic second argument to that is, even if you work it all out, you know halfway through this, somebody's going to come into your office and be like, we got to check out this XYZ company. They're the best in the world. And you're going to be right back starting over at day one. All right, so you're going to spend your whole time just trying to get good data. Well, let's assume you can solve all that. You've got great data. You've got some hookup, fantastic data. You're immediately going to run into the next problem, which is bias. All right, as humans, it's nearly impossible for us to be dispassionate, be completely objective and make decisions based on observation and facts. Now, that's not always a bad thing, but when you have lots of good data, it's not necessarily an advantage to be biased. So, the classic example, even when we think we're not biased, we're probably actually biased about our measurement of our bias, right? We're mistaking our own measurements. And the classic example of this is ask any person, typically, what do you think is more dangerous, right? Plane crashes or car crashes? And invariably, they'll say plane crashes. And that's because, having a fatality in either one of these scenarios is very unlikely, and you spend much more time in your car, and so you're biased to thinking that the car is safer, when in reality, the statistics say the airplane is safer. So let's assume that you can solve the bias. All right, and hopefully I'm not painting too bleak of a picture here. So far, you're working for a company where all you do is pour over quarterly reports, and all of your team members are dispassionate people that represent Spock from Star Trek. This doesn't sound like very much fun so far, but if you can solve all that, you still run into the third problem, which is domain expertise. Right? Unless you really understand the domain that the companies you're evaluating are operating in, it will be nearly impossible for you to know what data they've left out and what data they may have exaggerated. And there's a lot of at stake in these types of decisions, and data exaggeration is unfortunately a very common problem. So PreSeries addresses all these issues. I've been talking about this from the perspective of the investor, but PreSeries is actually an advantage for startups as well. As a neutral judge, if you will, it makes it possible for startups that don't have connections in the VC community to be evaluated fairly on their merits alone.
That sounds yummy, right? Interesting. Well, lucky us, it is a reality, and it's a fact that's happening right now. Because today we are proud to announce as well our collaboration with the Catalyst Fund. Catalyst Fund is an innovative grant fund managed by BFA, Bankable Frontier Associates, and physically sponsored by Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisors. Catalyst Fund deploys capital and advisory services to promising inclusive fintech startups to get the investment ready. The fund, which is supported by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and JP Morgan Chase, was launched last December and will be active until the end of 2018. It also has the guidance of impact investors such as Action, Omidyar Network, Great Ghost Ventures, and Kuona Capital.
Okay, so now after all that, you gotta be thinking, come on, how is this even possible? This couldn't really exist. So let's peek under the hood a little bit of PreSeries, if you will, and at least at a high level talk about how this works. So as this is a predictive API conference, it shouldn't surprise you that the large idea is, hey, let's use machine learning to make a predictive application, right? But as they say, the devil is in the details. And in this case, the details is getting the data and formatting it well. So for this battle, PreSeries, as you can see there, analyzed the history of actually more than 95,000 companies that went through 123,000 different funding rounds by 27,000 investors that led to 28,000 acquisitions or IPOs. All right, and in the process of the histories of these companies, there were 52,000 patents and 147,000 team member profiles and other data that was analyzed, including 46,000 corporate Twitter profiles. And the idea is to bring this incredibly feature-rich data together to build a story of a company, what they did over time, and what the eventual outcome was. All right, now that's still not quite good enough, right? Having just the story isn't getting you to machine learning just yet. You need to digest this down into a set of features that describe a story, that represent a story. And so that's what PreSeries does. It boils this down into 467 features. Now we're at a point where you can build a predictive model that I can take a new company and I can apply those same features to it, and I can look at this point in time and predict how the rest of its story might unfold. But enough with the details. Yeah? Let's see some companies fight.
Exactly, let's do it. So let me explain you what's the plan for the battle, so we will all know what's gonna happen. First, each startup will have 4 minutes to present their company, and just for the record, the order is alphabetical. Once all the presentations are done, PreSeries will ask a few questions to the company about their startup, of course, and then it will assign a score between 0 and 100. Finally, as in every single competition, we will give the prize to the winner, to the best artificial intelligence company likely to succeed. So let's go. First up, give please all a warm welcome to the first startup competing, DataTricks. Please come to the stage Carlo Counter, co-founder and head of strategy, and Leo Beckhaus, data engineer.
Sorry guys. Whoa. You don't need to see all
You
that.
like it, huh? Thank you very much, Carlo. Your time.
Okay. Hello.
If you want. Forward. Backward. Yeah.
One back. Can you hear me? Okay. I think it's.
So the last slides, will I get to the first slide?
Oh gosh. Sorry.
Yeah, you can click.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
So you saw my presentation just now. Sorry about that. Hello, my name is Carlo Counter. I'm co-founder of DataTricks. We're a Dutch startup. And DataTricks, we are creating a platform, a data-driven decision-making, making data-driven decision-making easy for marketeers. So we are creating a platform not for data scientists or for data people, but for marketeers. This is the opportunity we see. There's a big market out there, and it's also growing, of course. But we also see a big problem arising on the horizon. That's a big gap in talent, data talent. There's a huge demand there, and the demand is increasing, and we see a huge problem arising there. So what we are building is a bridge between data science departments or data science, and marketeers. So creating something that marketeers can use. Making data science marketeer-proof for marketing teams of all sizes. These are the teams that we are building our product for. Your average manager, your digital marketing manager or your marketing manager, the guy or lady that is responsible for the email marketing, for instance, or the guy or girl that is responsible for the campaigns. So this is our average marketing team that we are looking at. And this is what DataTricks should do for them. So how does DataTricks work? You can connect your own channels, your e-commerce platform, for instance, or your email marketing tool to our platform. Your socials, your transactional data from your shopping, or other internal data you can upload to DataTricks. Combined with external influences, for instance, weather or location data or traffic data or even flight data, we can incorporate that. And the marketeer can set their objectives, their marketing goals, for instance, increase sales. We call them tricks or data tricks. And next to that, they can create next best actions. Next best actions are very specific, very actionable assignments for the different marketeers that they can perform using DataTricks. And they can perform those actions on their website, through their email, their social media, or even advertising, media buy, stuff like that. This is what they are offered. They get a very actionable thing to do. You have to post something through a specific channel, focused on a specific target audience, and also on a specific time, based on big data. This is what it looks like for the user. I don't think it's a very clear resolution, but these are very actionable cards that are offered to the marketeer through a timeline, and they can pick up a specific action, schedule it, and perform it. And after that, they can give feedback on how good the action was, and then train their own interface for next best actions. This is how I think the resolution is not that good. This is an example of a recommendation on a website that is targeted on a specific segment. Or you can make your newsletter more relevant, or have your post become more relevant. We've got 45 channels already connected and still counting. We are working on all different new channels every day. This is an overview of a couple of our clients. We went in a public beta in September 2015. And these are the first results that we received from our clients working with DataTricks. So very promising, higher click-through rates, higher conversion rates, real clients working and earning real money through DataTricks. So this is where we stand now. This actually needs to be 2018. We are focusing now on some more bigger clients with their marketing teams, but I think in the future we will focus on more smaller clients as well, and go for the long tail and make DataTricks the tool for your average marketing team. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Carlo. Yep. Well, thank you, Carlo, now that I have the mic. Second startup is Emotion Research Lab, located here in Valencia. And Maria Poboqui Úbeda, the co-founder and CEO, will be the one presenting what this Valencian company does. Please come to the stage.
Hello, my name is Maria Pocoví. I'm CEO of Emotion Research Lab. We are the emotional software company. We offer facial recognition intelligence to our clients to predict the customer behavior automatically. One of the most important things, if you want to make a profitable decisions, is really understand the real emotions of the people. Please think about politics, for example. 60% of the behavior is predicted by emotional metrics. But there is a problem. When people is answering, they are not telling the truth. So now, the brands has a very big problem. And this problem is that the traditional market research doesn't work. So for this reason, we use face analysis algorithms and eye tracking to really understand how people feel in real environments or in videos or pictures. Our role with the brands is to help them to really become relevant for the customers. And we are different because we are measuring not only basic emotions, also we are measuring moods. Thanks to this, we can turn the emotional reactions of the customers into marketing insights with two objectives. First, to boost sales, and second, reduce costs for the brands. Thanks to Emotion Research Lab, the predictive value of emotions is now quickly, is affordable, is in real time using our SaaS platform. It's very easy. We only need to record the microexpressions using a webcam, and later we translate it into emotional metrics. Very easy, you only create your online project, upload your video, send video to your sample, and immediately you start to receive reports with these metrics that helps you to predict the customer behavior. This is our SaaS platform. It's now working, and you can compare up to 3 videos with different metrics. And we are measuring attention, balance, and also activation. We help to predict whether customers in the real world start to feel exciting or really very driven to action. This is some of the companies that love our products. Normally, our clients are market research company, agencies, and of course, politicians, okay? This is our team. We are focused in artificial vision, facial analysis, and also we have private and public organisms that are helping us in this project. And in this project, I would like to welcome you to a new age where we are changing radically the way that your companies are understand the customers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maria. Yeah, thanks. All right, now time for the third startup to compete, and that's Intranetum. Eudald Camprubi, his CEO, please join us now to the stage and present what Intranetum does.
Good afternoon. Are you tired? Bit. Okay, it's Las Fallas. It starts today, so okay, I'll be short and we'll go together then to have some beers. So before starting, I would like to ask you some questions. For example, what was the last time you had to click to 3, 4, 5 folders in your company before finding the right document? Or the last time you had to write an email to your fellow Mike saying, hey Mike, where did you store that document? I cannot find it. Or maybe the last time you, sir, just decided to rewrite a report because you couldn't find it. Do you remember that frustrating feeling? According to International Data Corporation, 16% of the time of a knowledge employee is spent looking for information. And only 54% of the times, knowledge employees find exactly what they are looking for. Why? Why are we that bad when it comes to share knowledge and to find it? The answer is here. We are using nowadays exactly the same technology we used 2 centuries ago to store and to share information. Does this really make sense? Most of the knowledge we have nowadays inside our companies, about 95%, are written ideas. We first think, than right. So why shouldn't we treat that knowledge exactly like we treat ideas in our brains? So that's why we decided to create Intranetum, the first self-learning knowledge environment that mimics a real brain inside companies by using deep learning and a pipeline of microservices like an API. So what do we exactly do? Easy. We create a neural network for each company able to understand the meaning of the knowledge areas of the company, and we also create a neural network for each users able to understand how the user classifies information and how the users look for information. So we automatically classify information, and we then can provide the best insights to employees. So please, we are doing exactly connecting the common points of your knowledge inside the company, exactly in the same way we connect ideas in our brains. So please, let's stop asking Mike, where did you store that document? Let's start asking ourselves what I am looking for. Let's stop asking where, let's start asking what. So can you imagine how powerful is Intranetum for companies that have knowledge as their main asset? The nice thing here is that enterprise content management solutions will be, in 2019, a $12 billion market. And even better, more than 54% of the companies that nowadays are using knowledge management systems, they are having a big pain when it comes to share that knowledge. We have a great team, obviously. We have been working together 5 years. I will not explain the history of our company, but I would like to explain you that we are quite lucky because we managed to have as customers some global leading companies. We are now in private beta. 19 companies are beta testing our solution. 3 of them decide to already be paying for using it. And Google select us to join one of their programs for startups. So, you are right. We are now challenging the way we have been dealing with information and sharing information for centuries. And we are doing this because of you. Because the only thing that makes the company different from the other is knowledge. And knowledge is power. As you see in the picture, we have a quite high mountain in front of us, but we can already see the summit. So for the ones of you that would like to join us, please, afterwards, let's have a talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Eudald. Well, we have seen 3 promising startups till now, but this is not all, of course. Now time for the 4th one, Novelty. They come from Madrid, so please welcome Marco Laucelli, its CEO. Welcome to the Startup Battle.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you. Thanks a lot for let us be part of this jury-free startup competition. The green one. Oh, okay. Okay, my name is Marco. I'm the founder of Novelty. Novelty is a real-time analytics company for the Internet of Things. Every day we collect a lot of data from the physical environment through smart devices, but this is not the real deal with the Internet of Things. The actual real deal with the Internet of Things is that companies, maybe for the first time in their history, need to become service company, forgetting selling devices and providing services. Services that should be interactive and personalized. And in order to do so, they need to be able to analyze those data coming from the environment in real time. If it was that simple. Let's imagine that we manufacture a washing machine and we equip it with 3 basic sensors. The first one being a status sensor that just provides us with information on the program being used by the user. The long one, the hot one, the warm one. And well, we can immediately imagine or start profiling these users' preference and start building a user intelligence service for future product design, for instance. Now let's mix this with another information coming from a power meter that gives us the data coming from data related to the energy usage. We can definitely build an energy efficient service for the user, maybe partner with a utility or not, but collecting real time and give relevant recommendations to the user. Finally, let's suppose that we have a very simple sensor. There's a vibration sensor that gives us information on the condition and the performance the machine is working and allows us detecting anomalous situation or predicting failures. So now imagine that we can mix everything and we can build a really good proactive technical support services. Believe me, this is an almost real situation that Novelty have been involved in, because this is what Novelty is about, building the IoT intelligent capabilities to provide this kind of services. But before going to that, let's review a little bit how the analytic process is performed today. It takes a lot of time and a huge manual effort from data science, and even worse, as devices and networks evolve over time, models need to be updated and retrained. So companies end up spending a lot of time and money in services and solutions that they never provide this interactive experience we are waiting for. And this is what we have built Novelty. Novelty is an IoT analytics solution on the cloud where users may plug their data streams coming from sensors, and automatically and autonomously Novelty starts learning the behavior of the physical device to spot anomalies, to detect patterns, and to build profiles. The need for autonomous analytic solutions, and in particular for the Internet of Things, will be huge in the next years. Not only because we all expect this trillion devices connected into the network, but also because the skill shortage, the data science skill shortage, will be a challenge for the IoT deployment. And this is why IoT analytics solution market is expected to grow very fast in the next few years. Now, if we look at the landscape, the main competitor for this solution is the data lake, being the standard data lake or being in the form of an IoT platform. And I already spoke about the limitation they have. If thinking about the streaming analytic approach, there are a few companies in the market that are providing a solution mostly focused for engineers and data scientists to make their job a little bit faster and easier. But only few of them are providing insights to business users. Been some startup like Menta or Anadot, for instance, or big companies like General Electric with Predix. And this is where Novelty fits in. We differentiate our differential value comes from our technology and the user experience we provide. First of all, our algorithms are able to deliver real-time insight to business user with any need for querying or modeling. And more than that, we use online machine learning to keep the models updated so that the insights are always relevant. With this, Novelty is able to answer basically two very simple questions. What happened, when it happened, and how long it stayed. And start a dialogue with the user in order to keep the feedback and the domain expertise and make valuable predictions for them. We have been testing Novelty with several customers already in the smart meter space, connected cars, and wearable solutions, for instance. And we expect, based on what we see in the market, we expect good expectation for the future. We are a team of six professionals with past collaboration experience coming from data analytics to distributed computing, and we are supported with very good mentors, including technologists and experienced entrepreneurs. And just to close, a final word. This is not about washing machine only. This is about every layer of the IoT architecture, in which we will need the intelligence to build smart services and to produce this interactive capability with the environment and with the users. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marco. Thank you. All right, time now to welcome the last but not the least company, startup company competing in this battle. That will be Damià García Priu, co-founder and business development of Restb.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you.
Right. Hi. Thank you for the invitation. Well, we are Restb.ai. We started 6 months ago, and last January we introduced our product. And today we are doing the first presentation, public presentation of our product. If it works. So, no. So, should be the green. No. This? Okay. Good. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, my name is Damià Garcia. I'm the business developer and co-founder of the company. And we have a computer cognitive vision API based on convolutional neural networks, own developed with proprietary technology. So our mind, our thoughts, our dreams are made of images. So every day, humans and now some computers are taking, uploading, searching, sharing thousands and thousands and billions of images every day. So social networking for humans nowadays is based on images, but not only for individual reasons, but also if we go to, to the professional files, working with images is mandatory in almost all the files. In health, research, marketplaces, everywhere, people is using images, and those images can be or has to be recognized and has to be tagged and filtered. So when we talk about those huge quantities of images uploaded every day to the internet, there is no human workforce that could afford to filter, tag, categorize, monitorize all those billions and billions of images, pictures, and videos that currently we have available. So it's true that there exist some general vision APIs like Google Vision and IBM Watson and others. But when we go to the real business problems, if we take, for instance, this image, if we use a general Vision API tagging system like Google, it tells us things like there is a car, there is a number 19, there is some red lines, but for real users and for real business, this general information doesn't work. For instance, if we take one real business case that we have, which is a real estate marketplace here in Spain, they need to check all the pictures and videos uploaded if the picture is related or not with real estate, and if there is, it's related to know to which category it belongs. For that reason, all the neural network models have to be customized to all the business problems. So this is a real image of our service. And in this case, for real estate, we predict that this is a parking from their categories. We say this is a parking and it's 100% sure. But if we take another real business case that we have, that they are working with cars industry and is a car marketplace, the results and the predictions has to be different. In this case, parking means nothing for a car marketplace. But instead, using another trained model, we can say that this is a picture of a car and is a frontal view. But also, they request other pictures from the same listing, and they check if, for instance, a wheel of the picture is being uploaded, if the interior dashboard has been uploaded, or which model or year is the car. And those are real cases, and it does work. So what we provide is a portal as a service where anyone can train their own convolutional neural networks. So in a very easy way, you can obtain your own model. Then, through our REST API, you can access and get the results. Our accuracies currently are over 90%, and very often over higher than 95%. In some cases, like the cars, we are almost 100% on accuracy. So we provide an easy, fast, simple system, and we made AI operational productive now. Our business model is based on API service. We charge per API call. There are some subscription plans on monthly basis, Prices are from 2 cents up to or down to 5 millicents of euro per call. And we always charge a training fee from 400 to 6,000 euros, depending on the case. We already have some traction. We started last January, but now we have a current very small income of 2,000 euros, but we are about to undisclose 4 very big agreements that we reached with Spanish and some European companies in order to use our system. This will mean that by June, July, we will have about 50 million monthly API calls. Our turnover or provision is for 0.4 million euros for this year, and we expect to reach around 12 million by 2019. The market size, according to Gartner, it's around $50 billion in 2020, so it's a huge market. We already have some press coverage, and the team is made by 4 people right now, 3 co-founders, 2 are technical people with an AI background, myself, and Fabio, which is the marketing guy. So we have been present at the Mobile World Conference. We have been just funded by ENISA, and we are part also from the Catalonian Startups Accelerator team. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Damian. Well, we hope that you are enjoying the battle. No doubt, very interesting 5 startups competing today. But question is, what will PreSeries say? We will see right now. Now we will proceed with the questions round, where every company will come upstairs here in the stage, and we will ask, or better say, PreSeries ask a few questions, and then we will get a score, as announced before, between 0 and 100. So now, let's give 1 second, 5 seconds. This is what happens when you do it in direct, of course. And let's see what PreSeries is going to predict. Again, let me remind you, for the first time in history, first startup battle without human intervention. An algorithm will decide which startup is the most likely to succeed, and we are going to test these 5 startups competing.
Open the pod bay doors.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm not...
That's why we got to test it first. Open the pod bay doors.
Sorry, I don't know the answer.
Open the pod bay doors.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm not Hal and we're not in space.
Okay, so a few ground rules for the questions before we bring the first contestant up. Dear audience, we're running unmuted, so while they're answering the questions, it needs to be very quiet. All right, otherwise it may interfere, and then we'd have to start over, and then we'll never make it to dinner. So, try to be quiet. And I got to kickstart this a little bit. We got to log into the application, so give me just a second. Open PreSeries.
What is your PreSeries username?
PAPIs.
Logged in as PAPIs. PreSeries is ready.
Load the latest model.
The latest spam model is loaded. PreSeries is ready.
Francisco.
What was that?
Load the latest model.
The latest spam model is loaded. PreSeries is ready.
Is that you? Somebody's messing with us.
The requested skill took too long to respond.
Can you do?
Yeah.
Is PAPIs?
All right, one more time, with feeling. Open PreSeries.
Logged in as PAPIs. PreSeries is ready.
Load the latest model.
The latest PAPIs of Valencia startup battle model is loaded. PreSeries is ready.
Okay, we're set.
Great, and we haven't even started. So, all right, let's call the first company. Carlo Counter, co-founder of DataTricks. Please join us on the stage and we will ask you a few questions. Well, PreSeries will.
Comfortable operating the remote? Sorry? You good with the remote?
Yeah.
From earlier? Okay.
Yeah.
Open PreSeries.
Logged in as PAPIs. PreSeries is ready.
Predict.
How many funding rounds has the company closed so far?
0.
How many companies has the CEO founded before?
4.
How many co-founders does the company have?
3.
How many patents are there now?
Sorry?
The number of patents should be a number. Expected values are between 0 and 50.
I don't understand the question.
The number of patents.
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 0.
How many companies has the CTO founded before?
2.
The number of companies founded by the CTO should be a number. Expected values are between 0 and 6.
Try again.
2.
The number of companies founded by the CTO should be a number. Expected values are between 0 and 6.
Remember to pause after the beep.
2.
Oh, too fast.
Okay, that's all I needed.
I know
Your
that.
PreSeries score from 0 to 100 is 28.1.
Stay here. Stay
Thank
here.
you, Carlo. Thank you. But please do not
please.
leave
Yeah.
the stage. Calling now. Congrats. Yeah. Well, okay. It's a first. Anyway, time now for the second Emotion Research Lab. We call its CEO, Maria Pocovi Úbeda, and also Alicia Mora Benimeli, COO and co-founder. Please join the stage.
So it's worth keeping in mind that this is an impartial algorithm. So don't take a low score as a crushing blow or anything, right? It can't account for vision and luck. You have a mic already?
I have a micro.
All right. I guess we don't need this one. Yep. Open PreSeries.
Logged in as PAPIs. PreSeries is ready.
Predict.
How many funding rounds has the company closed so far?
That's you. Oh, sorry.
The number of funding rounds should be a number. Expect
0.
Okay, use both. Do it again. That's right. Ask PreSeries to predict.
how many funding rounds has the company closed so far?
0.
How many companies has the CEO founded before?
3.
The number of companies founded by the CEO should be a number. Expected values are between 0 and 8.
3.
How many co-founders does the company have?
2.
The number of co-founders should be a number. Expected values are between 1 and 8.
2.
The number of co-founders should be a number. Expected values are between 1 and 8.
2.
The number of co-founders should be a number. Expect.
2.
How many patents are there now?
0.
How many companies has the CTO founded before?
2.
The number of companies founded by the CTO should be a number. Expected values are between 0 and 6.
2.
Okay, that's all I needed. Your pre-series score from 0 to 100 is 28.1.
Thank you very much, Maria. As you see, sometimes the Spanish accent is not its best friend, but of course, please stay here. Now, let's invite Intranetum, and for that, we call Eudald Camproví, CEO of Intranetum. Please join.
Wish me luck, please.
Ask PreSeries to predict.
How many funding rounds has the company closed so far?
1.
How many months was it since the company was founded until the initial funding round?
3.
How many patents are there now?
Sorry?
The number of patents should be a number. Expected values are between 0 and 50.
0.
How many months since the last round of funding?
3.
How many years of CEO experience does the CEO have?
6.
Okay, that's all I needed. Your pre-series score from 0 to 100 is 67.1.
It worked.
Thank you very much. Well, what will PreSeries predict now for Novelty? Let's find out. Please, Marco Lautelli, come, CEO. Good luck, huh?
Okay, so I'll kick it off. I'll hand you this. You ready?
So
I'm going to open it and then I'll hand it to you. I'll hand it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So, ask PreSeries to predict.
How many funding rounds has the company closed so far? The number of funding rounds should be a number.
1.
How many months was it since the company was founded until the initial funding round?
12.
How many months since the last round of funding?
6.
How many MBAs does the company have?
None.
Would you like to skip this question? You can say yes, no, stop, help.
No.
How many MBAs does the company have?
0.
The number of MBAs should be a number. Expected values are between 0 and 36.
0.
How many years of experience does the CEO have?
10.
Okay, that's all I needed. Your pre-series score from 0 to 100 is 87.2.
Oh my. Well done, Novelty. All right, the final startup to compete, Restb. Here we have Damián García Ipriu.
I need to fill it, because we fill it by patent, but not by lines.
You mean applications versus
The
approved?
application for patent, but not
For the patents question, is it pending, approved? Does it matter? Granted.
granted. Okay.
Granted.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start it and then I'll hand it to you. No?
Yes.
Ask PreSeries to predict.
How many funding rounds has the company closed so far?
1.
How many months was it since the company was founded until the initial funding round?
3.
The months to the first round of funding should be a number. Expected values are between 0 and 423.93333.
Very precise.
3.
How many patents are there now?
0.
How many months since the last round of funding?
3.
How many years of CEO experience does the CEO have?
3.
Okay, that's all I needed. Your pre-series score from 0 to 100 is 21.5.
I thought there was one more. Okay. So, in keeping with the tradition, we'll let PreSeries declare the winner. Ask PreSeries, who is the winner?
The winner is Novelty.
Yes, of course, come. Congratulations, but it won't be me giving the prize. That's why we would like to invite Ana Segurado, Telefonica Open Future Global Manager, to join the stage and give you the prize. Congratulations.
Hello. Well, thank you very much to all the participants and congratulations because we have heard amazing projects this afternoon. And I think, all the people here, the same as me, wants to know more about your projects. But this is all about the decision of a machine, and the decision is taken, and the winner of this contest is Novelty. So congratulations to the winner. The prize consists of the entrance in one of the WIRA academies. WIRA is the network of accelerators of Telefonica Open Future, and that means that you will receive an investment of 40,000 euros, and apart from that, acceleration services, tools, and resources worth more than 60,000 euros. Apart from that, you will also participate in the final startup battle in Boston, and you will receive a free exhibitor package in the PAPIs next Congress in Boston.
Oh, thank you. That's great.
Well, thank you very much. Yes. Just to say that in Open Future, we firmly believe in innovation is open, and we firmly believe in the power of collaboration between startups and corporations like Telefonica, because we believe that they can bring disruptive products and services that will change the future. And a clear example of this philosophy is the alliance we have signed with Big Mail to design and launch this machine that can select successful startups, which is an area that only human behaviors has been involved till the time being. So thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you.
Wait. But everyone is important in this startup battle, of course. So yes, we do have a winner, the first place, but we will also like to give you this little prize. Finally, we would also like to have on the stage the president of PreSeries and co-founder and CEO of BigML, Francisco Martin. So please come here and we will all take a picture. Happy family all together. Can you all come here, all the startups, please? Yes. Yes. Vale. Yes, please, all here. Let's take a picture. All the startups participating in this battle. Also, Ana Segurado from Telefonica Open Future, Global Manager, and Francisco, CEO, PAPIs, please. Yes. Yes, everyone, all the team together. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Thank you all. Thank you, Ana, for being here today and giving the prize. Thank you, Francisco. And congratulations to the winners, Novelty.